Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amir Zudi bin Alias and my matrix number is 01DIB F1028. Now, I will explain about the guidelines regarding on zakat on business income. For the first point, assessment of zakat. Zakat shall be assessed when the entity has been in operation for at least 12 months. That is for the period known as haul. Zakat on business shall be calculated by multiplying zakat rate with zakat base. Second point is zakat rate. The rate of zakat on business as determined by National Fatwa Council is 2.5% of zakat base. Zakat base is the net adjusted amount of zakat asset and liabilities used for or derived from business activities. An entity is advised to refer to the relevant zakat authorities for further guidance in determining the net adjusted amount of zakat asset and liabilities. For the next point, determination of zakat base. In determining zakat base, an entity may apply one of the condition method that are recommended by the Malaysian Islamic Development Department (JAKIM) in Panduan Zakat di Malaysia 2001, that is adjusted working capital method or adjusted growth method. The adjusted working capital method calculates the zakat base as the net current assets adjusted for items that do not meet the condition of zakat assets and liabilities. The adjusted growth method calculates zakat base as owner's equity and long-term liabilities deducted from property, plant and equipment, and non-current asset and adjusted for items that do not meet the condition of zakat assets and liabilities as determined by the relevant zakat authorities. Let's continue this presentation with the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amsyah Shakir bin Shaharuddin and my matric number is 01DIB20F1023. Now, I will present about the statement of comprehensive income. So, this statement is the one of the financial performance of the business over a period of the time and also consists of revenue, expense, and also include all profit and loss that cannot be attributed in the ordinary courses of business. So, if have a surplus of the revenue over expenditure, it will produce a profit, and vice versa. If revenue is less than expenditure, it will produce a loss of the business. Next, I will present about the statement of the financial position. So, this is the balance sheet that report the business financial position at a particular part in time. So it is also known as a statement of the financial position. So it shows the asset owned by the business on the one hand and the sources of fund used by the business to hold those assets in the form of capital contribution, and also the liabilities incurred by the business on the others. So in summary, the statement of the financial position show the way the money has been made available for the company's business and the way of the company use the money.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Abdul Farim bin Talha. Matrix number 01DIB20F1029. Now, I will explain on another two components of financial statements, which is statements of changes in equity and statements of cash flow. Statements of changes in equity. It is a statement that explains the changes in a company's share capital, accumulated reserve, and also retained earnings over the reporting period. It breaks down changes in the owner's interest in the organization. It also includes the non-controlling interest attributable to another individuals and organization. Next, statements of cash flow. It is a statement that shows how the changes in balance sheet account and also income affect the cash. It also breaks the analysis down to operating, investing, and financing activities, and it is concerned with the flow of cash in and out of the business. Now, I will pass to the next presenter to continue with the presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ahmad Zafar bin Ahmad Fauzi, metric number 01 DIB20F1019, and I will present about accounting issues present in Islamic financial institution based on Syariah Resolution, second edition by Bank Negara Malaysia, BNM, based on the method for profit distribution. The issue is the profit distribution method, which is calculated based on gross profit, is permissible. First of all, what is method for profit distribution? Mainly, the profit distribution is accomplished by proper calculation of the cost in a business and the amount obtained as final profit. Then that profit is distributed according to the amount obtained as a final profit. Then the profit is distributed to the shares among the stockholder for the specific business. There are different procedures of profit distribution in fields, export centers, distribution centers, and pack houses. It is required that the distribution of cash and profit should be planned and done systematically. Usually, the revenues are distributed among the various cost centers of the branch of a workplace. After that, the problem of this issue is that the distribution of profit between the Islamic financial institution and customer is made at the gross profit level. The amount of net profit of the Islamic financial institution will be determined after deducting its operating expenses from the gross profit portion received by the Islamic financial institution. It is required that the profit distribution activity must be designed in such a way that every individual involved in the revenue generation and the whole enterprise are benefited equally. Lastly, the solution for the issue is design of profit distribution. In order to design the profit distribution, it is very important to design the pricing system of product. This will give both the producers as well as the exporters a proper financial stake in success, and every one of them will then be responsible for bringing revenue and net profit for the enterprise. In this way, the profit which is distributed individually becomes competitive with other sources of income and other production opportunities. Profit from the product pricing system. It has been described by the economists that the formulation of an effective product pricing system is very favorable for the effective profit distribution. This is phenomenon which can benefit even the small stakeholder in a business. In this way, the profit distribution can be made efficient from small perspective as well.
My name is Wan Adiputra bin Wan Halim. My matrix number is 01DIB20F1005. Method for revenue recognition. Basis of the ruling. According to Sharia, both cash and accrual methods are acceptable in recognizing the revenue. In the context of current practice, the accrual method is preferable due to the change in commercial practices that have become more diversified and varied. Accrual method is permissible on the basis that a party is entitled to the realized revenue even though it has not been received in cash yet. In view of its effectiveness in recording credit transaction, the accrual method is regarded on consistent with Islam audience credit transaction to be properly recorded. There is no objection on the adoption of the accrual method, and this is consistent with the necessity that arises from current practices. That's all from us. Thank you.